before we get to Bet On It, brought to you by Warhorse Sportsbook, let's get to our friend Cody on the Hurrdat Hotline. Let's talk a little college football playoffs. What's going on, Cody?
What's going on, gentlemen? I just want to call in, say, good Happy New Year, Merry Christmas.
Happy
Appreciate
New
it,
Year,
Cody.
buddy. How we feeling?
Really good. Tyson Terry hasn't lost a single thing.
Yeah, it's good to see him back this week. Cleared. He's gonna be in even better shape as the season goes on.
Oh yeah. So with this college football playoff, what are your thoughts on kind of the seeding issue going forward? Is it something that they will adapt to, this year, or do they need a couple of years where, what I'm talking about with the whole 1 through 4 seeds going to champs, and then like how we had Oregon, Ohio State, or kind of do you think it's just a 1 year off this year that it just happened to work out that way?
Boy, that's anecdotally, it definitely is not fit.
I think they'll change it for next year.
They have to.
Yeah.
Because I think the biggest gripe was not necessarily 13, 14, and 15. It was how you did the seedings.
Yeah. The best 14 didn't get
where
the
I
buys.
was too.
But but I don't know how you guys want to do strength of schedule then either, because strength of schedule is kind of fictitious.
Especially in some of these conferences.
It's kind of fictitious unless you don't do preseason rankings.
Exactly. And all the conferences have to play the same amount of conference games, I think, if you go to that.
Well, you've listened to me for that was my number 1A gripe about expanding the playoffs without any uniformity. And it's even more exposed now more than ever.
Yeah. I'll let you guys get going on one more question. Who's had a better past month, the Mets or the Snakes?
It's not the Mets. I'm going to go with the Snakes.
Corbin Burns?
Yeah.
Over Juan Soto?
Yeah. Because they both are built to win now.
Yeah.
But Arizona's not compromised.
Yeah, with the contract. Also, Arizona was in the World Series 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And they were young then.
I'm deathly afraid of that acquisition. So we spent, this is crazy. I bet you during off air in that broadcast, because you're with three baseball honks, right?
Yeah.
With me, Benny Mack, and Lane.
Mm-hmm.
And Lane knows Burns as well as anybody, and certainly better than anyone in that booth.
Yeah.
That was the last place I wanted to see him go.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was really hoping.
Stay out of the NL West.
I was really hoping the Red Sox would go and get him, even though
you guys got a steal with Bueller.
They did. I was happy with the Crochet was a good addition, good trade. I was hoping they'd still go get Burns, but Walker Bueller was a good flyer, like a 1 year. That was a good flyer for sure.
I think so. Yeah.
So I was pleased with that, but I still want it.
I only had 3 days of him, but I gave him a ride home after the trip.
Yeah,
because he flew out of Omaha. That dude is still the funniest dude in America.
Like, are you gonna punch me in the face?
I mean, he had some
big Benny Matt guy
doozies.
You're on an island by yourself there, my friend.
That totally fit your whole Christmas right there, didn't it?
Yes,
You're on an island by yourself there, my friend.
He is.
That's where DB lives, on an island by himself.
Yep, with the misfit toys.
Let's get to Bet On It, brought to you by Warhorse Sportsbook, the best place to place your sports bets in Nebraska. You can go to the casino in Lincoln or in Omaha and get after it at warhorsecasino.com as well. We were talking about this line earlier. Notre Dame -1 over Georgia tonight.
I'm going to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
The line fits because clearly I have a thing that I look for.
Mm-hmm.
It fits that you would take Notre Dame.
Yeah.
It 1,000% fits my normal.
Like your criteria for what you're looking for to pick a game.
Yep.
And that criteria leads you to pick Notre Dame.
Yep. Can't do it, though.
Why is that?
I mean, I don't mind if you guys do, because you either take Notre Dame or you probably don't play it.
Stay away.
But I think Georgia wins.
Oof.
So, because now let me tell you.
All right.
So numbers wise, it fits.
Okay.
Percentage of the public perception, what's going on. Here's the X factor.
Mm-hmm.
There's two. Notre Dame's playing without their best defensive lineman.
Yep.
And Georgia has a backup quarterback. So did the line recalibrate, or is it like what would I have made this had Stockton been playing all along? Probably right. It's probably right. So it offsets like the data.
You think?
For me.
Yeah.
For me. I'm telling you.
I just keep coming back to as many flaws as Carson Beck has.
If this game was -1 with Beck playing, I'd tell you Notre Dame lock it up.
Really?
Yes. Notre Dame lock it up if the line was -1. Either way.
Really?
100.
Because I just look.
I'm straight. I'm pretty consistent with this, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I would.
So
can't do it though.
Okay, so explain to me the Beck versus Stockton thing a little bit more, because I'm sitting here and I go, okay, you may not love Carson Beck, but he's a starter for a reason.
Right. But Stockton is inexperienced in games like this.
Yeah.
That alone should be worth a point or 2 or 3.
So you think the line's too low for Notre Dame based on what it should be with a backup quarterback?
Yes. And
so
don't listen, there are a lot of these idiots that all they do is they get on TikTok and they spout off 2 seconds worth of information. And it's like they're reporting the news. Don't listen to people like that. Stockton is inexperienced. It's not the fact that he was a 4-star or 5-star. It's not the fact
he's
that
never been in the spot.
He's never been in this spot.
Carson Beck has been in this spot.
So yes.
Okay.
Very experienced. So it's not
your issue is that
it's not a talent for talent swap.
So your issue is that the line stinks because Notre Dame should be favored by more.
So given what I know about Stockton, and you're talking to a Georgia, I won't say fan, but
no, but
I mean clearly
like him, you watch him a lot. Yeah.
Yes. Like Georgia's going to have to play different.
100%. Yeah.
And I get it. They still want to run they're just going to have to play different. So I mean I just you do with it what you will. I'm just telling you that the thing that throws off my statistical eye is the fact it's not accounting for I can't account for a backup quarterback playing.
So for you, it'd probably be a stay away.
Yeah.
You
know how much I love Notre Dame.
I've been convinced Notre Dame's winning this game as soon as the matchups came out.
I still think I'm safe by saying one of the 3 teams that I think is the most cohesive will win the national championship.
Texas, Georgia, or Notre Dame?
Texas, Georgia, or no. Well, and Penn State was my 4th.
Oh yeah. It wasn't Texas. It was it was Penn State, Georgia, Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I do. I think it's Notre Dame. I picked Notre Dame to win the national championship. I pick them to win this game.
I'm crazy because I would guess, and TK would know because clearly he and Aaron are the 2 biggest degenerates I know.
Yeah, they hop on those lines early.
But I would imagine Ohio State has to currently be the fave now.
To win the title?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah. I believe they're the betting favorite now.
Because they were 3rd going in, right?
Yes.
Which is weird for an 8 seed.
Yes, but I mean...
But it was only like, what was it? It's $30.
Well, and what did we say? The top 4 teams were separated by like plus 200 to plus 260.
Yeah.
So, the favorites were... The betting favorite is kind of a loose term in that situation, but I don't know. I just sit here and I go, okay, because the guy's never been in this situation with Stockton, because I like Notre Dame anyway. Like if Carson Beck was playing in this game, I'd be a lot more hesitant because that's the guy that's been there. Whatever flaws he has, he's not going to be overwhelmed by the moment. Gunner Stockton's never been in this moment before. And falling behind early because you get shell-shocked a little bit can kill you in games like this, right? I mean, we saw it with Arizona State. If Arizona State doesn't get shell-shocked early, they win that football game, probably, right? I mean, if it plays out the same way.
And if TK is right, then he said Ohio State moved to the fave after they beat Tennessee.
Yeah, that makes sense because people were super impressed with him. That makes sense.
Okay,
but I'm taking Notre Dame lock, stock, and barrel.
All right, you want to lock it up?
I'm locking it in.
You want me to? You
got any other ones today?
Yeah. So after you take Ravi's advice and you need to get back even,
which DB's been way better than me, so
you take this. You take a 6 o'clock basketball tip.
Oh, what do we got?
Your FAU Owls.
My FAU Owls. Okay.
Catching 3.5.
Okay.
From a top 20-ish ranked Memphis Tigers.
Okay. You want FAU plus 3.5.
Give me 3 and the
Okay.
it'll be like, whoo.
With the 7-6 Owls over the top 20 Tigers.
Mess around and win it outright.
There you go. That's DB. I'm Ravi Lulla. That's Bet On It, brought to you by Warhorse Sportsbook. Get to warhorsecasino.com to see all their promotions and house rules.